While the Lifeguard Service Division of the Ministry of National Security is advising the general public and in particular beachgoers to be extremely cautious because of the unusually large waves and strong rip currents affecting the nation's beaches at present. In a statement, the Lifeguard Service Division said these conditions are known to cause serious injuries and, in the worst-case scenario, may even lead to loss of life. The Lifeguard Service Division has these tips for beachgoers. Avoid entering the water if conditions look dangerous. Avoid going to lonely and small beaches. Parents should be within arm's reach of children at all times. Visit only the beaches patrolled by lifeguards. Avoid fishing from rocks on small jetties. Avoid consuming alcohol while at the beach. Small marine crafts should listen to all safety advisory before going out to sea. And here's our meteorologist, Ian Wallace. Ian, what's causing these rough seas and how long are these conditions likely to persist?
Okay, well, these hazardous seas have been from the weekend and from the holiday, and it will likely continue for the next few days, possibly towards the beginning of this weekend. Looking at those dangerous breaking waves as well as dangerous currents, and there's also the possibility of some mild coastal erosion and also some mild damage possible in some areas. So if you are, obviously, for bathers, you should be staying out of the water. For fisherfolk, etc., those occupying nearshore activity, you should be mindful of the waves that could obviously creep up on you. Some of these waves will depend on the type of beach or the type of cove or bay area that these swells will be impacting on. So if you notice that into shallow areas, you'll notice more surging types of waves, and into steeper areas, you may see these larger breakers. So it does depend on which part of the island you're on, but especially for those northern coastlines, also for some parts of the eastern areas as well. But for the most part, you're looking at those north-facing coastlines around Trinidad as well as Tobago. Now, those powerful swells are coming in from the north to northeast, and they will continue to do so not only through midweek, but into the latter half of this week. And it's all courtesy of those areas of low pressure, as well as those hurricanes that we saw across on the weekend. They tend to bring, obviously, large low-pressure areas. This tends to force the waves, which also tends to push all the way down into the Eastern Caribbean. And at this time of the year, especially towards the latter half, as we get towards December and January, once we get the colder temperatures towards the north, you will notice a lot more of those wintry systems coming through, and therefore the likelihood of us seeing most of these long-period swell events happening across Trinidad and Tobago, and indeed the Caribbean, as we go not only from now, but all the way into February and March of next year. So that's it for me.